So here's Tori Peanock. Tori, short for Victoria. Grandma's sister lived right next to her. Her and her husband, Wilfred, had that little penny candy store in the corner there. And Herbert was, I think, one of the brothers. He was a staff sergeant in the Air Force. That's cool. And then some of the other Burtons. That was Grandma's maiden name, Burtons. And I believe Susie was Grandma's mother. And somewhere down here is where Grandma and Grandpa is. Now the cemetery lets it overgrow, so I have no idea where they're at. I remember a few years ago I had come and I had to probe around to find them, and they're either, I think, right in here or right over in this area somewhere. So I've got to probe around and see what I can find. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to clear it out and see if I can make it so that it don't get covered up again. Being next to these laurel hedges though, which are humongous, then there's a lot of leaves that come down and compost, and then they get buried over here. So I'm gonna see what I can do to bring them back out in the open as far as not being covered up by all these leaves and dirt and stuff. So my grandparents, Marion and George Simmons, are buried down underneath this stuff. It's right near Sarah Bell's marker, and as you can see, the screwdriver is sitting on top of George Simmons' stone, and Marion Simmons' grandma is just to his right, I believe. So I've got a little task to do to clear out all this mess so that they can be seen again. And while I was poking the screwdriver into the ground looking for theirs, I found this one, which I've cleared out a little bit. I'll see if I can clear that out a bit too. I don't know who it is. It seems to be old because it's hard to read what's there. But once I get Grandma and Grandpa uncovered, then I'll work on this person, this poor soul's marker. Just gotta cut some of this stuff back because it's just ridiculous. I don't know why. Look at all that. The cemetery can't upkeep their place, but look at all those markers that are being overrun by the hedge. Goes all the way down. They just don't maintain this hedge at all. They're just letting it slowly take over the cemetery, which is tragic, because I don't believe anybody who bought their plot here were thinking that eventually some hedge would overtake their graves. Just horrible. All right, Grandma and Grandpa, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna make you visible again. I'm getting them slowly uncovered. You can see the dirt is pretty high over there, and they were underneath some of that. I'm trying to make a little border around there somewhat. Getting it all cleared out. I got the time lapse going too. But you can see it's been at work. If I had to cut all that back, still might trim a little bit from above. But I've been making a dent in all this laurel bush. Still a little ways to go. There's another one buried underneath that pile. I've been moving around, but I'll get him unburied too, because he deserves to get a little sunshine. Well, I'm worn out. I cleaned it out pretty good. Beat the bush back, cut it back quite a bit. And good thing I brought the little electric chainsaw with me. It was very helpful. Come out here with a battery up with a chainsaw to clear back some of this laurel bush. And then clear them out from underneath all that dirt they were under. And I'm gonna have to come probably a couple times a year at least, just to keep this place clean, because the cemetery is definitely not doing it. It's just sad that, you know, you buy a plot and they talk about perpetual care, but yet, you know, this area, you know, all the markers are covered with stuff. Who knows how many are underneath all these laurel bushes on either direction. Here you can see where the laurel is growing in. Getting close to that marker as we go up this hill. See more and more are being overtaken by the markers, or by the laurel hedge. Look at that one's about to be swallowed up. Who knows how many more are inside there. This poor maintenance. There's some that you can hardly see. Don't know how many's in there. But see, these are getting close. Look at that one's getting close. Just walking up the hill to my grandparents. See, look at that one. A couple more are getting close. Then the laurel comes out, and the sticker bushes come out more. So who knows how many more are within this line that have already been swallowed up. Got over here to my grandparents. Was poking around. First I found this one. Don't know who that is. I didn't bring a broom, so can't clean it out that well, but I'll try next time to bring a broom and some water. And my grandparents, I couldn't see them at all. They were overgrown, covered up with about 5-6 inches of dirt. Anyway, so got them pretty much uncovered now. So as you can see here are some more that are being covered up. And there's some more over there being covered up. I have no idea how many are already covered up in this area, but if they go from a line down, then a lot of these are covered up. I got one over there. So who knows how many is in this area.